Hey y'all, it's Miss Monis. I'm coming to you from my home office. Don't judge if you hear my dog walking around everywhere. But today we're going to do our first video lesson. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to start with math. I'm going to do math. Today we're going to do reflection, rotation, translation, and otherwise known as slide, flip, and turn of geometric shapes. So, let's get started.
Okay, so first things first, transformations of shapes. Okay, when you're transforming something, you're changing something. So, we're going to talk about how shapes can change, not necessarily themselves, but change locations. Okay, before you can do anything else, you have to know what a polygon is. And I'm sure you've heard that last year, probably the year before, but we're going to review. Okay, a polygon is any plane figure with at least 3 straight sides and angles, and usually it has 5 or more. And some common polygons, of course, you have triangles, squares, pentagons, hexagons, octagons, all of those general shapes that you know of already, except for circles. Okay, on this slide is my favorite song to teach with ever. And I'm so sad that we're not all together so that I can't sing it to you and annoy you with it all the time. But you can play it as many times as you want at home. So give it a listen and then we'll go from there.
Transforming that shape, there's a few options that are available to me, because I could rotate, turn it round, translate, shift it left, right, up or down, reflect, copy it across an axis of symmetry, rotate, turn it round, translate, shift it left, right, up or down, reflect, copy it across an axis of symmetry. Hey, I gotta shape it. Looks great, but I want to tessellate it. That's where let's shape it. Fills up a flat space completely with no overlaps or gaps. Rotates, turn it round, translate, shift it left, right, up or down, reflect, copy it across an axis of symmetry. Rotate, turn it round, translate, shift it left, right, up or down, reflect, copy it across an axis of symmetry. Rotate, turn it round, translate, shift it left, right, up or down, reflect, copy it across an axis of symmetry. Rotate, turn it round, translate, shift it left, right, up or down, reflect, copy it across an axis of symmetry.
Okay, so pretty simple. I know it mentioned tessellating shapes, but technically we don't have to know that in the 5th grade, so you can just put that to the back of your mind. But the first thing we're going to talk about is how to rotate a shape. So if you look at this word up at the top here, we have rotation, and if you look, the 2 T's are bolded for you, and that's because when you're rotating a shape, all you're doing is turning it. And what does the word turn start with? T. So I've bolded these T's so that you remember when you're rotating, you're turning. And if you look at this picture, this R has been turned on this space. And just like I said before, when you're rotating something, you're turning it. So that's what this picture is showing here. Okay, next we have a translation. Okay, and if you look at the word, the translation has the letters SL highlighted. Well, when you're translating something, let's say a language for instance, you're taking that one language and changing it into a different language. You're moving it to another language. Well, when you're translating shapes, you're taking that shape and you're sliding it to a different area. So the word slide starts with SL, and the word translation has SL in it, so that way you can remember. So if you look at these pictures, the letter T has taken a slide on that space, and the heart has gone and done a slide on that space too. So just like I said, taking a shape and moving it from one place to the next, you're sliding it, you're translating it. Okay, next we have a reflection, and I know you've heard of the word reflection in science. Back when we talked about light, you look in a mirror and you can see your reflection. Well, if you're wearing a shirt and you look in the mirror and it has words on it, those words have been reflected. They've been flipped around. Okay, now they're backwards. I know we did that in class. So if you look at the word reflection, it has the letters FL highlighted in it, and that's because when you're reflecting a shape, you're flipping it, and the word flip begins with what? FL. So if you look at the picture, the letter F has been flipped or reflected across that middle line, and now it's backwards. Again, flip or reflection, either way you see it, it's the same movement.